What's up, everybody? Peacekeeping it. If you guys, welcome back to this Town Hall 13, where we are in Citadel. We are currently been doing my other Citadel attacks. This is the last day I've been in War Day 6. As you guys can see, and I ended up winning, we ended up winning this war, which was super awesome. My attack was super close. I can't remember which base I did hit. We just looked through here, but I think we did pretty well. Ended up winning 30 to 29, which was awesome. So I believe I hit, yeah, I ended up hitting number three space. I ended up getting 91%. This was the base. This is the base. I'll show you guys the attack. After we do plan this one we are in. So this is where War is 7 last war. We probably will be ended up being we end up staying this war. Hopefully we can stay in this league. This is what we are actually aiming for. So we're facing big boys, and they're actually being demoted as well. So we hopefully we can end it off this war day on a high, even though hopefully being staying in this league. So this is the base. So we're going to be planning it right here. So my initial thought on this base, the army that I would be using is Electron Lalo. And because of that, I believe I can get these out, the two multi and the single, scatter, eagle, air defense, archer queen. It seems like a lot, but I believe I'm using two clone spells as well. So whatever else, if I get these archer towers, these wither towers, whatever, that I would say that would be extra value. So be coming in at 12. So let's say like 12 by this barracks, 12, and then 1 by the army camp, or you can call it 1231, whatever. But I'm gonna call it say like 1231, like around here. So that's where I be flying the blimp. So that's how it always start out. So I say 12, depending on where that is. Then the bottom base to this other mortar, I would say that would be 6. So I would say 12, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Say 5, 6. That's where I normally go on to calling the base, and then 7 would be the bottom here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever. That's how I go about it. So I'll be coming in, say like 1, 12, like over here. I'll be dropping 2 coconut loons. So I'll drop a coconut loon here, and I have an E-drag in my army camp as well. So I'll probably draw the E-drag there to help funnel that out as well. Or I could probably save it, but I'll probably use it over here to help funnel that. And I'll drop the 2 loons here. They will get thing from the multi and the scatter. The blimp will fly in. I'll clone here on the scatter, and here hopefully they now seeking air mines. That's why I'm using the balloon. I would normally use a hound. I've seen people use a hound to help with that, but I'll probably try to go safer with the balloon. But I think the hound could work on it. I'm not so sure, but I'm only running 2 hounds and I don't want to run one. I want to be pretty safe with that. So 2 balloons. I'll drop the blimp into here, clone on top of the scatter, clone here, wherever I decide how far the blimp gets, clone right on top. Hopefully the tornado trap is not in there. I'm really banking that the tornado trap is not there. So I'm gonna ridge in on top. Hopefully I can get like the value they just said. I want the inferno, the 2 infernos, the scatter, eagle, air defense, and the queen. If I get anything else, that's extra value, which will be really nice to get. And then on my next plan is to get this air defense. So I want to use my king and queen with the ice column as well to help. And the E-drag by now is funneling out all of this. So that's why I'm using my heroes down here. I want this air defense. And the CCs would probably be pulled by now from the Electron, depending on what CC it is. If it's a full air CC, I would know that my thing won't be bringing that out. So next thing, I'll use my heroes over here to take this air defense, or whatever defensive funnel they can get out of that. So if I do get one of these sweepers, or even both sweepers with Electron, that's probably going to be too much. Um, don't want to be going overboard, but if I don't get the sweepers, it's totally fine. I can start my Lalo from here to this air defense. Even to this air defense if I don't even get that, which isn't too bad. So the king, queen over here, get this air defense, and then I will Lalo from here. I have 2 haste to go through, and I'm bringing a poison for the CC as well, depending on if it's witches or something like that, or even lava hound. that the poison spell will work pretty nicely with that. So we're gonna electron from down here, Lalo from here, counterclockwise, and go that way. Clockwise, counterclockwise, depending on where it drops. So first home comes here, loons. Next home comes here, loons. Loons here to distract a little bit. Haste and freeze, depending on where I need to freeze the scatter and the town hall. So definitely be able to freeze this, and this. Hopefully the town hall as well if I freeze correctly. Hopefully I freeze correctly on this wall. I think that can freeze all of that. Warren's ability over that, the Royal Champion as well. I'll probably say Royal Champion as well. But sometimes I could probably drop her in with the Lalo. Sometimes that has worked pretty well with me, especially dropping the World Champion with the Lalo. And I don't have a Headhunter as well. So these heroes will probably distract her, but I'll probably save her with my heroes and use her to get some extra value. So you guys know my plan. You see the army. Let's get in for the last attack for the week. Okay, so we're in now. I'm going to actually drop a balloon for my electro dragon to help out. So the Tesla pops up, which is not too bad. So next thing, I'll drop that in. I'll select to my blimp, and I think that's a decent. Yeah, that's a really good blimp. So it went exactly where I planned. So I'll drop my two clones on top of each other. My E-Drag is actually going to destroy the enemy queen, and I'm getting everything I wanted. Um, Whoa, we actually got extra value. You can see it skipped directly to the air defense that I was going to use my heroes with. So now we want to get the Royal Champion. The Royal Champion is next priority because the Royal Champion can target air. And I want her out. She is dangerous. So she's going to go in now. I drop my Ice Golem. I'm running one Ice Golem. And I'm going to drop the Super Wall Breaker as well. I will let them work. I don't want to run out of time, so I will let that work. I'm going to drop some archers around the base because I do can get some of that value. The king is working nicely as well. I'm going to drop the Royal Champion down behind. I wanted the king to come. Oh, so that is exactly what I brought the poison for, because I was feeling that a lava hound would have been in that CC. I'm going to pop the queen's ability now, and the Royal Champion is going to work. I know I believe I can work. I'll pop the king's ability just to get that Tesla out of the way, and I can start my Lalo. So Warden is on air, and I can freeze this as well. It's working nicely, I would say. Working pretty nicely right now. First his spell comes down. I'll freeze that again just for one more time. The Warden is actually being caught. Oh my god, the king! The king! Oh, the Warden decided that the king was more important. Oh, this went terrible. The king decided. Oh, so the Warden ended up deciding that the king was more important, and this just went haywire. Why did the Warden follow the king? Oh, this hurt. Like, this really hurt. I can't believe my Warden followed my king. So this went terrible. We got all the value that we wanted, but that misplacement of the Warden and the king, this was bad. So I believe that I should have brought my Warden here instead of the king. So it seems that the king was more important, and the Warden decided to follow the king, and this was a terrible war attack. Oh, this really hurt. This did not go to plan. So that sucks. Like, that really does suck. I really brought down my clan and myself as well, failing. It seemed like a really decent plan. So it seems that the Warden decided to follow the king, which was terrible. It should not be happening. Warden should follow the balloons there. So you can see we got the value we needed. The Electro Dragons worked well. We got the value of the Electron. We got extra value because we ended up getting that air defense. We didn't even get the sweeper, which is totally fine because we did what was correct. So it seems that I shouldn't have popped the King's ability because everything went well. We dropped the heroes in, I popped the Queen's ability, we got the pups, I popped the King's ability, and it seems like popping the King's ability was the worst thing I did, which sounds really weird because we got what we needed, and that that really did not go to plan. So that really hurts. Ending the Citadel day with a 1 star, which is not ideal. That really, like, talking now, that really does hurt. That sucks a lot to get to end off with 1 star in Citadel. So that is super sad. But I'm gonna show you guys off on. I'm gonna show you guys the six war this six what we did do and what went. This one went pretty decent. So this is the base here. I mean, my initial thought was I wanted to use Lalo on it, but I decided no, Lalo probably won't work on it in a way. It probably could, but not the way I was looking at it. So you can see there is this clan castle. I'd be thinking you want the queen charge and just take the CC, but I decided I didn't have any other super troops boosted. And you guys can see at the bottom left hand corner of the army comp, I have 12 sneaky goblins, so I didn't have to worry about the CC. I sneaky goblin out the clan castle and the storages, and you will see how white it went super well. So I used my sneaky goblins. Ended up using 4 sneaky goblins on the clan castle just to get it done. I used the sneaky goblins on the other storages. You can see the queen is not really sold up. The single is no honor. Then I freeze the single. I had three freezes, and I didn't even need to bring a single. So I super wall breakered in. I dropped some balloons because I know for sure there were going to be some traps, and we dropped the raid spell. We got through the clan castle, which were these skeletons as well. So we got the next scatter, and I believe what I did wrong here was trying to break in here. I probably should have used wall breaker over here to like open this compartment so the queen could get the next scatter, because that second scatter was what really hurt me at the end. So the queen is working. The queen did exactly what they wanted. She took out the town hall as well. I was saying to bring another support breaker, but it seemed like it would have been too much. So we got through the town hall, which was good. We got through the thing. We lost some healers. I froze the sweepers and the bull just to give the queen a little bit more time. And what I did wrong here is you can see I have 2 headhunters. I didn't even use my headhunters. I was trying to get the funnel over here, which brought my king, part the king's ability with the siege barracks, and I totally forgot about my headhunters. If it would have been earlier, the queen would have stayed alive, because the king ended up hurting her. And you can see I waited last second. I just remembered my headhunter, and the queen ended up going down. But the hybrid ended up doing pretty well around here. We got a nice funnel over here, and everything went pretty well. These spells were pretty well. It just seems like we didn't have the back end power to get to the last scatter, which was the last, and I ended up sending my last hand hunter, but I ended up dying. But to me, this went pretty well as well for my first war. But it sucks that we couldn't bring home the triple. It would have been so good to bring home the triple on that base. That base to me was needed for Electron, and the Warden ended up not doing what it was supposed to do. But that is it for that's all we can really do. We end up 1 starring. It hurts. Like I said, it really does hurt. But what can we do about that? But I hope you guys did enjoy this Town Hall 13 video. Bringing you guys this Citadel attack. Like I said, that Citadel attack really does hurt. But I hope you guys have an awesome day. I'm Peacekeeper, and I'm out.